next at 1.
Janice long, 88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
Hello, welcome along. And this is great news from Graham Marshall, who has just found out. He says, I've won a Castell Award at the Barcelona International Film Festival for my film Out in the Cold, where I busked 18 gigs in 7 days from John O'Groats to Land's End, filmed with zero budget, and I'm still pinching myself, I bet. I only did it to promote my songs, but this is ridiculous. That is gorgeous news, isn't it? That's great. I'm like going all prickly, all the goosebumps and hairs standing on end. You must be made up. Thank you. So I read this text out from Graham Marshall, who's just found out that he's won this award, and he just got us so excited. We got him on the line now. Congratulations, Graham.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's fantastic. Tell us all about it.
Oh, right, where did I start? Basically, I mean, it was filmed in 2010.
Can I just say, you only found out about this an hour ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I just got an email from them saying, actually, I got an email earlier on today saying that they had announced the winners, but I just thought it was just a big list of winners, and I never thought too much about it. And then tonight I thought I could click the link, and I looked down the list, and then I saw my name. I went, oh, huh? So yeah, I've literally just found out, so I'm made up. Well,
as I say, congratulations, and just fill us in. What did you do?
Right, I had a few beers, like where all good ideas start. Basically, I thought, well, what's the best way to get my music out there? I thought, well, I could go on tour, I could do this, do that, and I thought, well, what's the easiest way to do it and the cheapest way? So I got the map out, and I thought, right, well, if I do here, it's only 2 hours for here today, and then that's how the 18 destinations turned out. So I only had like a week off work, so I thought, right, so me and my wife jumped in the van. We only bought the camera 2 days before shooting, so a lot of it's kind of shaky camera stuff till about halfway through the tour. So basically, I started in John O'Groats at midnight with plenty of sheep, and then basically just 7 days later I ended up in Land's End. So it was quite a crazy adventure.
Wow. And so you just performed all of the way from John O'Groats to Land's End?
Yeah, well, I mean, basically it started, as I said, at midnight in John O'Groats, and then at 9 in the morning I played Inverness, then I went down to Aberdeen, was midday, and then in the evening I done Dundee. Day 2 was basically Glasgow, Edinburgh, Newcastle. Day 3 was Sunderland, York, Manchester. Day 4 was Birmingham, Cambridge. Day 5 was London, Bristol, and Barry Island.
Wow.
Then the next day was Cardiff, Plymouth, and then I finished off in Land's End, so it was quite the adventure.
That's amazing. And just literally, were you performing in front of anybody? Were you busking or what?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, no one else has ever attempted it. I've been stupid enough, but I think I hold the record for being ignored by the most people. No, I mean, there was some place, I mean, I didn't really care, because in my own head I played to 100,000 people, but I did get a lot of good feedback in places, people bought CDs and stuff, so...
Oh, and what's your wife's name?
Helen.
So Helen was really supportive. She was filming you.
Yeah, she was filming me, yeah.
and the shaking stopped and it got better and better.
Oh, yeah, I mean, as I said, it was a bit of a shaky start. As I said, I mean, there was a lot of footage, and then I thought, well, the footage lay there for like a year, maybe a year and a half, and I thought I really should do something with that film. So basically I just sat down, and the only software I had was Windows Live Movie Maker.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was edited on a laptop, and I put it together in a day. So that's why I'm so made up that it's won an award.
That's fantastic. So how did you hear about this International Film Festival?
Well, as I said, when I edited it, I thought, well, right, where can I submit it, And it was just Google, really. And I thought, well, what's decent film festivals? And that one seemed like a pretty well-respected one, And as I said, I've sent them a couple in America. I got knocked back here because I don't think they knew what I was saying. So I think the excuse was there. Yeah, and the one in Glasgow, I got knocked back for that as well because they said that it was it said? I'm actually going to email the guy back.
Yeah, you do. I won, mate.
Yeah, I know. That was the first thing I said. But yeah, as I said, it was just a pure zero budget crazy idea I had, and I'm just, because because at the time, I mean, it was kind of bittersweet, you know, because I was getting a lot of things were happening with the music. I mean, Bella Coyne, I don't know if you're familiar with his name. He was the manager of Kiss.
Yeah.
And well, we basically discovered them and set Billy Idol's career off in America. And he showed an interest in me, and he was actually talking about signing me. So basically, I'd done the film to kind of like impress him, because I found out that he put a whole Kiss tour on his American Express card. So I thought, how do you impress a guy like that? But he was totally blown away. But unfortunately, Bill passed a month after the tour ended, so I dedicated the film to him. So it was a kind of sad ending kind of thing. But again, I just thought, well, I'll keep going, you know, so...
Well, listen, why don't you send me a WAV or an MP3?
Yeah, well, I've actually got a single coming out. I'm working with a guy in LA called Fernando Perdomo at the minute. The two is what actually signed to Bill.
Right.
He's a producer and stuff, so one of the songs that I recorded back then was just basically acoustic, so I sent it to him, and he's put all the bells and whistles on it, and it's actually going to get released in July. I'm shooting a video for it next month. On the next couple of weeks, actually. So. Well,
as soon as you've got a finished track, just WAV or MP3, whatever.
Yeah, I've actually got it. So once I get home, because I'm a lorry driver at night.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I know. Somebody's got to do it, you know. So.
Well, when you get in, send it. What time do you get home?
I don't know. I'm in the middle of Leicester at the minute. I've got to get back to Sunderland. So.
Oh no, you've got a long while to go.
A long way to go. I'll be smiling all the way.
What do you carry on your lorry?
Well, I work for a well-known supermarket, so it's all sorts.
Okay.
The ones that pack their back pocket.
Oh, right, yes, I know. And so it could be anything that's on your truck,
could be anything, yes. Okay. Anything.
Because people don't realise all the food that they eat has to get to them, and generally through the night. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, when they go to bed at 11 o'clock or whatever, they think everything shuts down, but it doesn't, does it?
Think of us. I listen to your show every night, Jan. I listen to it every night.
Cheers, Graham. Well, that's absolutely brilliant news, and congratulations to you and Helen. As I say, you must be completely buzzing.
Oh, I am now.
All right, you take care.
Thanks, Jan.
All right, look after yourself. Cheers now. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Graham Marshall, which is lovely news. It's great when you get positive news. If you tune in this time tomorrow, you'll hear Brian Travis, saxophonist and songwriter for UB40. Status Quo and Bula Bula Quo. Now, cast your mind back to a couple of nights ago, and we got a text from Graham Marshall, and he was on the road. He's a driver, and he was saying that he was so excited. He'd just discovered that he'd won a Castell Award for the best short film at the Barcelona Film Festival. So we got him on the phone because he thought, oh, good news, great to get some good news. And he was lovely, and he told us how Helen and him they bought a camera, and he decided that he would travel from Scotland all the way down to Land's End, John O'Groats to Land's End, and just playing all his way through the journey, turning up and doing songs and what have you. And he said Helen started off a bit shaky on the old camera, but got better and better. Anyway, the next thing they find out that they've won this award, and he was so excited. You could hear it in his voice how thrilled he was, and we were buzzing from it, and we had such a reaction to it. And I said, send us a track. So he did, and this is it. Graham Marshall, Making It On My Own.
My half-full glass of optimism has spilled on my shoes. My speculation of adulation has gave me the blues. I woke this morning just to find that I'm yesterday's news. The illusion of my confusion has left me feeling quite abused. This hospital attention was a recent apprehension. black cloud following me. Holes in my clothes match the holes in my weary shoes. The streets are cold and damp and wild, so tell me, why am I feeling so amused? This hospital attention was a recent apprehension. And though my mind was unraveling, the lights are still on, 'cause I'm making it on my own, my own. No more daily grind as I let myself unwind. I take the dark out of night time and I put it into the day, 'cause I got nothing more to say. Hospital attention was a recent apprehension. And though my mind was unraveling, the lights are still on. Hospital attention was a recent apprehension. And though my mind was unraveling, the lights are still on, 'cause I'm making it on my own.
Great stuff. That's Graham Marshall and Making It on My Own. So, good week for you, Graham. It's been fantastic, hasn't it? And if you go to our Facebook, you can actually get the link to Graham's short film, the award-winning short film. So congratulations once again. Sing them to us. And talking about, well, Graham Marshall, we played earlier, the trucker, Making It on My Own. I will buy that in a heartbeat. Well done, Graham. All the best, says Dino, the DPD trucker. And a massive response to playing Catherine. Oh, thank you so much, Jan. Please give my thanks to Fernando Perdomo at Forward Motion Records for producing the track. Will be released shortly, and I promised I'd release it early if you played it, so you can keep up to date with Graham Marshall Music on Facebook for details of release date. Thanks again. You've made a poor struggling musician very happy indeed. Well, I made up been some help, and that Graham Marshall track was fantastic, says Brett the Hitman, who is night trucking. And Lucy Ains in Fulham has just got home with my 3-week twins, Josh and Carla, and changed and fed to them. That's Doves and Caught by the River. I'd also buy that Graham Marshall track. Someone give him a deal. Go, Graham, go.